So last month, Metro dropped Heroes and Villains, and I was really inspired by this song right here. So today we're gonna be making a beat in the style of that song and the new album. Let's go. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is lay down a nice dark piano melody. I'm gonna be using Piano 3 from my Loveless Analog Lab bank. It is an R&B inspired, trap soul inspired bank, but the pianos are definitely gonna work perfect for this melody. We're at 143 for the BPM. I'm gonna go over to the MIDI keyboard and just come up with like a nice repetitive dark melody for this. And then for the second part, we're going to play a similar rhythm, but change the notes for the melody. All right, so then for the second sound, you're gonna wanna layer like a hard synth. This is actually from a new Analog Labs bank that I'm working on. This bank's gonna be crazy and perfect for like dark trap beats and just like aggressive type of beats. Anyways, more about that later when I finish the bank, but this is the sound right here. Let me just show you like a low note. Right, so we're gonna layer that in with the piano that we already have. So let's go over here, Control C, Control V. And what we're actually gonna do with the synth later on is reverse it. So we're gonna hit Alt-Y like this, and then we'll bounce it in place and then reverse it and add some processing to it. So it's kind of smooth and we'll have a difference from the dark piano that switches into this. And then for the last melody, I'm gonna add a piano with a repetitive melody to it, and then we'll probably bring the second part of it up an octave. So let's go ahead and record that in. So that's gonna be it for all the melodies. Now we need to go find some vocals. So I'm gonna look for a whole bunch of different types of vocals. I definitely wanna have like a chant type of vocal for the beginning of it. A couple other vocals that are kind of like a, I don't know, like something that just kind of sounds like an evil dark feel to it. So for me, I either use Arcade or Splice, but I feel like Splice is gonna have a lot of what I'm looking for, especially when it comes to the type of like chant stuff that's in these type of beats. So I'm gonna go over there, find a couple, and then come back. All right, so when I was on Splice, I just typed in choir. It always filters by popular first, and this was actually the first one to come up. And when you hear it, it kind of does sound familiar to me. I don't remember where I've heard it, but it's a really cool chant, so I definitely want to utilize that. And all we need to do is go in here and actually stretch all these out. These are all going to be 8 bars, so we'll just go over here like this and then make sure to turn it on stretch. So I'm going to do this to all these real quick. And then this one's actually 16, but we'll just use half of it because it is repeating, so we'll just cut out this part right here. And then lastly, we just got to make sure these are all in the key. So this is C minor, so we actually need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones for this one to get it to E minor. Then this one is in E flat, so we'll bring this up 1 semitone. All right, so here's what the first one sounds like. And then the second one I chose. So you can see they're relatively close. They sound really good. I'm gonna leave the chant for later because I want to have that in as like a surprise. So we could put it in the beginning and then have the beat drop, because that was kind of my idea when I got that vocal. So I kind of want to hold out on that one so that you could hear it later, because it's gonna be real cool and hopefully it works out. So let's skip over to this one real quick, and this is what this sounds like. That one just has so much energy. So I'm gonna arrange these real quick, kind of balance them out, stuff like that. It's gonna take a little bit of time, so we'll jump forward to that. And before I forget, we actually need to render this out real quick, the reverse one that I told you we're gonna do. So let's go over here and drop this in as an 8 bar. I could just solo it. You can see that's like the reverse synth one, and then we'll go over here, Control Alt C, and render it out. Go in here and reverse it, and now we're good. We have that, which is gonna be the second part, and the first part's gonna be that piano. All right, so it took me a lot of time, but I finally got this arranged and kind of got everything sounding right. So let me tell you what I did real quick. So for the reverse, I actually dropped it down a whole octave, so we have that part. This choir right here is actually staying completely the same. The piano didn't change at all, but this choir over here, we have the first initial one, and then the second and third one right here, I actually brought it down a whole octave. As you can see, it's down 800 semitones because this one had to be up 400. And then for this one over here, we have the original, and then over here again, down by a whole octave. I want to just put the drums and like let it drop into it with the drums, because I feel like that would make it sound even crazier, but I got to show you what it sounds like. bro. Imagine the drums. This is gonna go so crazy. Let's get into the drums. So we got a two-step on the hat. Let's loop it out to 8 bars. Then we got the snare hitting on the 3. Let's also loop this out to 8 bars. Bring that snare up. The melodies are real loud, so I'm just gonna push the drums. Now let's get the open hats in. Let's go open hat 8 and 7 together. Then we'll put this one right here. Oh yeah. Then we gotta get some fills going on this hi-hat. Let's do Shift D like that. I'm actually gonna go into 3rd step. And the first roll on the hi-hat I'm gonna do is right here. Then let's go over here and place another one here. Maybe we could bring this down to B. See what that sounds like. There we go. And then that same one over here at the end though. Oh, when it drops lower. I would just need to get the 808 going. The 808 is going to be crazy. I want to have it build into this. So I'm going to play it from like the middle of this beginning part and then drop into the 808. All right, so let me move this mic and let's get this 808 going. Hold on. It didn't even record the first one. What happened? Wait. It didn't even get the first one in. Ooh. That's it. I'm not putting any rolls, nothing on this. Just maybe an accent on the open hat. Whoa. There we go. Drops right back in. Yo. That intro vocal literally made this go crazy, and this vocal right here just added so much to the verse. It just, wow. If you did enjoy this video, drop a like and a comment down below. Make sure to join the Discord. If you're interested in any of my kits, make sure to hit the link in the description. Other than that, I appreciate you watching. Let's hear the full beat.